All right, everybody, it's up and coming Saturday. And normally when I see like a dad and his daughter near the ocean and they're doing that bonding thing, I think to myself, oh, unfortunately or fortunately, I'm not sure. This is Lycanthrope from Australia, one of the heaviest bands there. And look, even heavy dads, heavy metal dads are still dads. So you could probably still go, oh, but it is still lycanthrope, which are werewolves. Could get ugly. Check out Lycanthrope's channel. I'll have all their information below. If you live in Australia and you don't go support this band, shame on you. Just saying, they're really good. Here we go. This one's called Move Mountains. And now that I see a dad with his daughter kind of vibe, that's what dads do. We move mountains. True story. All right, so this is what you got to do. You got to go find your friendly neighborhood metalhead dad. They're everywhere. I mean, they're literally everywhere. In fact, they're all over my chat channel right now. I know this for a fact. You got to go find your heavy metal dad out there. Okay, your metalhead dad. Share this with them. Now, the very beginning may not seem like dad, daughter, parenting, super dad kind of song, right? Comes off very aggressive because it's lycanthrope. And because of the video, we kind of know what the theming is and it kind of works. When the chorus kicks in, it makes total sense. And just like a classic super dad kind of song, kind of resonates. Here's the thing. And let me give you a little bit of a hidden thought process about it. For those of us who are dads, especially the metal dads, when we make those promises that we would move mountains, we would drain the oceans for our children, it's as heartfelt as the chorus. When somebody talks about what lengths we will go for our children, 100% the verse. It's aggressive. There's no compromise. It's loud. It's brash. It's 100%. No deviation and no slacking. So even though someone may say, well, the song is kind of heavy during the verse, so it's hard to make it feel like it's a dad-daughter song. Not if you're a metalhead dad. It's exactly how we feel when somebody says, what is your commitment to your daughter, to your son? That's what it is. I mean, go ask Tank the Tech how he feels about, Ingrid. Tank the Tech is the most soft, smiling, happy dude on the planet. You think he won't go to war for that little girl? He'd go to war. We all would. It's who we are. That's how you know. All right. Let's keep going. Okay, someone in my chat named Redzi asks, what's with the I'm a fraud, I'm a coward line? What's the battling in his head? Here's the thing. People look at me, or they tell me all the time, Old School Nerd, you're an amazing dad. You're an unbelievable dad. I've gone up to Minotaur Forge, and I've seen him be a super dad to Cassie and his son David. And I tell them, you're a super dad. I've talked to Chris King, and I tell him he's a super dad. And I talk to Michael Alvarado, and I tell him he's a super dad. And I have told Tank the Tech numerous times in text, every time he mentions his wife, how much he loves her, what all the amazing things he does and loves about Ingrid. And I tell him it's because you're a super dad. I tell Just Joe Syracuse he's a super dad. Here's the thing. None of them believe it's true. We don't. That's part of the problem with being a super dad, is you always feel like there's more you could do. Even though you are doing above and beyond what a normal dad traditionally has done, and I can see it because I know that I do more for my kids than my dad did for me, I'm still my harshest critic. See, that's the key. Okay, and I'm going to say this, and I hope that all of you take this to heart. And I don't want you to ever forget this, what I'm about to tell you. Being a good father is like being Spider-Man in this one respect. With great power comes great responsibility, and with that responsibility becomes the self-judgment that only dads experience. So you try your best, and even if you succeed, you always think to yourself, oh, if only I had done this, if only I had done that, if only I... And you're so hard on yourself, and there's no reason to be, but you are. That's part of having the level of love and sacrifice that a super dad has for their child. That comes with it. The same passion for your children that makes you a super dad is also the same passion that feeds into the self-doubt and the self-critique of being a father. Does that make sense? Did I just ruin someone's childhood now? Because you realize, or father or parenthood now? Because I made you realize that yes, you are a super dad, you are a super mom. And the reason why you know that is because you don't see it. I know that seems like a oxymoron, like a paradox, but it's true. The reason why you know you are a super parent is because you don't see yourself as one. Because if you love your kids that much, nothing is going to be good enough. To the parents who are like, oh, I'm an awesome parent, da-da-da-da-da-da, that means if you reach that level, you're not that good. Because if you can quantify that you've done enough, you're not trying hard enough. Only a real super parent, super mom, super dad, super grandparent, super aunt, super uncle, super step parent, whoever's in charge of loving and taking care of a child these days, if you feel like you're not doing enough, that means you are. Does that make sense? That's what the lyrics mean. when he's talking about him being a coward, talking about his failures, not being good enough. That means he is. But the person that loves another person, especially a young person, that much will never see it in themselves. Now that's a trip. Let's keep playing the music. Wow. All right, everybody. That was Lycanthrope from Australia throwing it down. This is probably one of my favorite. This is probably easily my favorite song from them. Not just for the music, but the message and the wording and the verses and the lyrics in this are so amazingly well put. So my name is Old School Nerd, and this is my reaction to Lycanthrope. Move Mountains. And this one goes out to every super parent, even if they don't know they are one. This one's for you. And with that, thank you. We'll see you later.
Thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like. It really helps the channel grow. Also, if you want to subscribe, right there. Big thank you to all my Patreons out there. We appreciate everything you do. If you want more content like this video, check them out above. Remember, love one another, take care of each other. We're all stuck on this mud ball together. We'll see you later.